Hello and welcome to the live stream, and it's about the latest transfer talks. So it looks like Chelsea and AC Milan are not close on valuation for Mike Mignon. AC Milan want around 30 million euros. Chelsea won't pay that, as Chelsea value Mignon at 10 million euros, being out of contract in 2026. Chelsea won't wait. Chelsea won't wait longer than Monday. Are they also happy with the four goalkeepers in their squad? So this is basically Fabrizio Romano tweeting about this transfer of Mike Maignan to Chelsea. But yesterday the news were the player is open to move to come to London to join Chelsea, and it seemed like we were possibly near or close to completing the deal. But the latest reports are the two clubs have not reached an agreement in terms of the player valuations. So yeah, I understand why Chelsea probably are reluctant to pay 30 million euros, but I think at that price is a bargain. And yeah, we have Champions League football, and AC Milan missed out on Champions League football this season, and probably that's why we are just reluctant to pay that amount of money. And it's like a negotiation tactics. We are hoping like AC Milan will lower the value, but at that price, I think it's reasonable to pay that amount of price considering the quality of the player we'll be getting. And Rizzo saying that Chelsea are happy with the four goalkeepers in their squads. So it's kind of confusing because some reports yesterday were saying Maresca was keen on adding a new goalkeeper next season. And a couple of days ago, we saw that Sanchez and I think Petrovic are also on the transfer list. So the club is open to sell those two keepers. And then Fabrizio thinking that the team or the club is happy with the four goalkeeper choices we have in the squad. So it's a bit contradicting in terms of the reports, the latest reports, and a couple of reports that came out a few days ago. So I don't understand our tactics, as we have been somewhat stubborn in going for proven players or quality players, and the last couple of transfer windows we have been just spending money on the, I think, basically kids or young talents. But in terms of like experienced player and proven players, we have somehow been hesitant to spend money on them. So I hope we reach an agreement, because I think in the top player, the quality keeper, and it will add that standard or that experience in a squad. The keepers we have right now, I don't think they're up to standards, especially when we are playing Champions League next season. We need that quality, and I think Magnon is the type of player or the type of goalkeeper having that quality and possesses those attributes in which I think it will improve our defensive, and I think we should go for him based on his price. So I don't think like AC Milan will agree on this fee. I think 10 million euros is pretty low, and I think around maybe 20 million euros. I think we could go the player, but yeah, around 10 million euros. I don't think we sign the player from AC Milan. I don't think they'll let him leave at that amount. So that's according to Fabrizio Romano. And let's take a look on other reports as well. So this is Simon Phillips. So basically tweeted there are good relations between Chelsea and AC Milan. Chelsea are yet to make an offer for Mike Maignan, but they would be willing to pay around 25 million euros. AC Milan want 30 million euros, but the gap in valuation will not be a problem. Chelsea are strong in their chase for Magnon. And this is a tweet today as well, indicating that Chelsea are strong in their chase for Magnon. Basically, it contradicts what Fabrizio said, as Fabrizio said Chelsea are the one to pay 10 million euros, but according to Simon Phillips, who are strong, I mean, Chelsea are strong in their chase for Magnon, and we offered around 25 million euros. So we are willing to pay around 25 million euros, but AC Milan are wanted around 30 million euros. This shouldn't be a problem. I think 25 million euros is doable. I think they will accept it, but 10 million euros, I don't think so. So let's wait and see on how this unfolds. But basically, 20 to 25 million euros, I think, is a perfect sum. All right, let's look on Ben Jacobs. So situations with Mike Maignan remain the same. Milan won 20 to 25 million pounds, as reported yesterday. Chelsea likely to offer less, but add-ons may prove important if the parties can get closer on the financials. Maignan is an important target, but Chelsea also remain content with their existing keepers, and we still rank them during the Club World Cup and pre-season as planned. The real priority is still the left winger. It will all come down to whether Milan wish to risk losing Maignan on a free. I feel other suitors will be tempted by the asking price. Prayer open to CFC. So basically, the player is willing to join Chelsea, but I think the fee is the only issue, and I think our owners or Chelsea are the ones stubborn here. And I think basically on what Fabrizio tweeted, like 10 million euros, this deal won't go through that amount of money. But around 20 25 million euros, I think is possible. And AC Milan can risk it. I don't know. I don't think they won't consider that, because a season is very long. They could even convince the like Mike Maignan like to sign an extension, and then it will be sold next summer as well. But selling him around 10 million euros, I think they'll rather sell him for free than sell him around 10 million euros. So yeah, I think we need to pay up. The club needs to pay up, and it's not an expensive deal as well. We just need to pay up, because I'm not so sure how much we paid for. I think this guy from Belgium, like Penders, Yeah, so basically we paid around 17 million pounds for Mike Penders, and he's around 19 years old. So we paid around 17 million pounds, and then we're supposed to pay, or we want to pay around 10 million euros from Mike Mignon. I don't think that's possible. I don't think that's possible. Could be tactic negotiation, but yeah, the good thing we need to do is just to pay the amount of money, and basically go with the player in the Club World Cup, because going the Club World Cup with, I don't know, Sanchez, Jorgensen, and Petrovic will make leave as well. So like going the Club World Cup with three choices and not four choices of the goalkeepers you have, and then two of them will be leaving, and then this Club World Cup basically takes a portion of the preseason. So if maybe we start, maybe let's say Petrovic to be a number one in the Club World Cup, and then ends up leaving the club. But basically, we have just ruined the season. So if we want, we're really serious about getting a new goalkeeper, just pay up the money for the Club World Cup, go in the Club World Cup with your number one goalkeeper for the next season, give him that game time, get used to the tactics, and then basically after the tournament, finish up the preseason, and then go into the new season. You have completed on your deal, or you have the number one settled for the next season, rather than having like a lot of choices during the preseason, and then once the season begins again to pick your number one. So same problem we had last season. We went to Sanchez, it wasn't good enough. We decided to loan Petrovic to Strasbourg, who had a fantastic season at Strasbourg, and then we decided again to buy the Jorgensen, which was unnecessary for me. Like, why do you loan your one of the options? It was good under Pochettino. Petrovic was good under Pochettino, and then he had a fantastic season last season. Going to the next season, just demote him as your number two, and then the player was not happy. I'm not sure how it went. And then you loan your best keeper to Strasbourg. You go into the new season with a keeper who didn't have a good season, and then you go into the market, you buy another goalkeeper who also is not a starter, standing as a number two. I think that was unnecessary business from our sporting directors. You have a good option, you loan a good option, you go to the market, you buy another goalkeeper who's not even the first choice to become a second option, and could be a similar issue we'll be facing this summer. Like, we're going to Club World Cup without a decision who's our number one, and that's a problem. So I think we just need to sort this out quick. Alright, let's go on for some other news about Kendrick Price. So, according to Ben Jacobs, Kendrick Price will join up with Chelsea for the Club World Cup. Player yet to be informed. Potential loan to Strasbourg is on the cards, but it's understood that to be concrete possibility for next season. Enzo Maresca to assess summer. Enzo Maresca to assess summer. So yeah, this story, the future for IS is not decided. I know he went to do some training as well in Salzburg, but yeah, he'll be us this summer. For me, the quality player, I would like to keep him. I would like to keep him in the club because I believe he has potential, and there's no need like to run every player we sign. But yeah, I think game time could be limited if he stays, and if he goes, probably will get enough time to develop. But I think his quality is not like similar to Staval, but I think if he stays, could offer that rotation. But we'll see how it goes because we have a lot of players as well. But let's not forget, like Sancho is going back to United, so yeah, we could need another, winger or a certain player who play in wide areas. In Madueke as well, like he played on the left wing toward the end of the season. That's a possibility could be utilized in that area in the next season, like 25-26 season. Probably Madueke could operate on the left wing as Modric's situation is yet to be solved. I don't know what happens. Is really, I don't know how that situation is going in Modric, but yeah, no update on this matter. And with Sancho going back to United, that means Madueke could operate in those left wing in position, right? The same way he operated till the end of the season. So keeping ties for me, I think he could stay, probably playing some cup games and offer that rotation if needed. And I believe he's ready. I believe he's ready to be given some time. Chelsea, but Strasbourg as well is a good option for you. I think he will develop even further if he joins in Strasbourg. So, for me, I'd love to keep it. I love to keep it. Right, so let's go to see some other news as well. So Simon Phillips, Chelsea now looking to pay £50 million for Jamie Gittins. As reported yesterday, fee likely to be around 30 to 40 million pounds as Chelsea push on this deal. So this is the latest news regarding Jamie Gittins from Borussia Dortmund, and it looks like the fee is dropping as days goes on. Probably getting around, as Simon Phillips really 30 to 40 million pounds. It's not a bad deal. For the kind of player he is. I think he has potential. He has high ceiling in the future and he's a good player. But I think we're having a lot of like players who are developing, and you're not signing like players who are like at their peak or at their top. We're just signing players hoping that in the next 2-3 seasons they'll develop to become top players. I think for me, Jamie Gittins is that kind of player. Like we bring him, and we are hoping that maybe after a season or two, will become that quality of a player. But probably could utilize that money and buy some other, yes, yeah, proven players. You know. But let's wait and see. I think for him it will be easy to sign for us because of his salary. I don't think he has a lot at Borussia Dortmund. So it should be easy for us to accommodate him in our wage structure. I think that's why we are pushing for that kind of deal. You know. Yeah, also some other news. I think this was reported yesterday as well. Like Chelsea are interested in West Ham star Muhammad Kudus, who has an £85 million clause for Premier League clubs active for the first 10 days of July. This was according to Simon Jones, yeah, for the main sport. So I think Kudus is a fantastic player, and we were interested in him before he joined. West Ham. I think we were heavily linked with him when he was still at Ajax. You know. And I think some believe like the deal was done. This guy on the heavy rumors, like heavy links with the Chelsea and Kudus, but later on went to join. I think went to join West Ham. So looks like we're still interested in the player, the top player. And by then, I think we didn't sign him, and then we went to sign Cole Palmer. I think if I remember correctly, we were linked with him, as well as I think linked with Dybala as well. Kudus, and then Dybala was linked as well. And then later on, we decided to go to sign Cole Palmer instead of Kudus. So I wouldn't see like are they strong links or just transfer rumors for this summer window, but the quite player. I don't know if he signs where we fit in a squad because the right wing position we have some players there. In the number 10, we have some players there. Probably will be forced to play on the left wing, in which I think there are some other best options. If we want to play in the left wing, I think there's some other best options in the left wing. But still quite player. And that's fantastic. Yeah, I also saw this news. I think it was yesterday. I mean about the Club World Cup. So the Club World Cup winner will be awarded a special champions badge, and it will remain on their shirt for 4 years. The inaugural champions will keep the gold level until 2029. I don't know. For me, I've mixed opinion on this. Like, alright, it will be the first champion for the new format of this Club World Cup, and probably they'll be considered as special since it's a new tournament. And I think FIFA and I think maybe UEFA they want to push this tournament more, like they want to push it more, like to give it more value. And since the new format, and I think the prize pool is also large, but I think 4 years is a bit of stress. 4 years for just a badge. And I'm hoping this Club World Cup probably will be played here. I'm not so sure. Probably it won't be played after each and every season. That's why maybe they're giving it for 4 years. But if again maybe because next year to be the World Cup, in US, so I'm not so sure if the Club World Cup will be there next season. But let's assume it's there, and then there's a new win as well. So he also gets a badge. It's not that's not the value anymore. Like two clubs having the golden badge, like what's supposed to mean. So I think at least 2 years probably. If you want to reward those like special winners, I think 2 years is enough. 4 years a bit a lot. It's too much. 4 years is a lot. 2 years, it's okay. It's reasonable for 2 years. But after 2 years, I think every new winner deserves to get the badge, and only for one team. You need to be given only to one team. Not in the next 4 years. We have two teams having that special champions badge. But that's my opinion. I think 4 years is a lot. It's a lot. 2 years max. 2 years max. Okay, according to Santiago, Cesc Fabregas has said yes to join Inter Milan. The Italian club agreed personal terms with the Spanish manager. Now, Inter Milan have reached an agreement with Como for Fabregas. So, looks like Cesc Fabregas is open to a move to join Inter Milan. We know that Inzaghi has left Inter Milan, and Fabregas with De Zerbi were the two contenders, the two leading candidates for these clubs. It seems like he's convinced to take the job to coach Inter Milan next season. I think now soon the two clubs, Inter Milan and Como, will reach an agreement. So based on this journalist Santiago, I think it's a top move for Fabregas for his development as a coach. Yeah, I was hoping there were rumors that it was linked to Bayer Leverkusen, and I was thinking like that was a perfect move for him. Like, but Inter Milan, I think, still perfect because the same league coach Como for Italy, so someone knows how the Italian football, I mean the Italian league is going, and then he doesn't need to move to a different country to get like that new experience. I mean, foreign country, staying within the same country, same league. I think it's a plus for him and it's a big advantage. And then as well, it's a big club as well. Inter Milan, it's a big club, not like other clubs. I think we do better. That's what I see next season if he joins or if the two clubs, Inter Milan and Roma, agree. And then he becomes the new coach for Inter Milan. I think he'll do better, and there we'll see what kind of coach he is, how he'll be able to put the boundaries when managing a club like Inter Milan, because you have quality players as well. Because you compare players they are in Como and players will be coaching in Inter Milan. I think there's a gap in the quality of players maybe coaching at Inter Milan. I think it's way higher compared to the quality of players he has been coaching at Como. We'll see how he develop. Probably one day after maybe 3 seasons. I don't know. I don't know how long will Chelsea give Maresca, because for a 5-year contract. Probably if Maresca doesn't do that good in the next 3 seasons, probably Cesc will be open to coach Chelsea. But I think it's a good move for him, and yeah, I think it's a nice move for him for the coach. It's development. We wait and see on how to go for both Cesc Fabregas and Inter Milan next season. So Manchester United winger Jadon Sancho could be heading to Saudi Pro League with Al Hilal, Al Ittihad, and Al Nassr all interested in the 25 years old. And I was surprised like we couldn't reach an agreement between Sancho and Chelsea. I was hoping like basically spend a season with us and was hoping or thinking like we reach an agreement since it took so long. Like it took so long. We had to sit down with the prayer, I think prayer sergeant after the conference week. And that time like the way it took long to sit down with the prayer, maybe the coach Maresca probably involved, I think. I was thinking like would be staying, because like if the player was not considering staying at Chelsea, probably would have like once the season was done, of course the end of the season, he would have made up his mind already, and the club and the player would have known like basically be the end for us, or maybe we proceed from next season. So yeah, kind of surprised on why he's heading to the Saudi Pro League. There were some links that he could be heading to Germany, but looks like in the latest news he'll be heading to the Saudi Pro League, and he's only 25 years old. So yeah, good luck to him. He was an okay player for us, and probably it could improve. It could improve over the season, and I think probably heading back to Germany as well. Maybe Borussia Dortmund. It could mean something to him, but yeah, let's see. Maybe he made up his mind, and maybe for now be focusing on maybe getting paid well, because he was receiving around I think 250 to 300k a week. So yep, big money move for Jadon Sancho to Saudi Pro League. Yeah, so let's end up with a quick preview. For the latest news. So, yeah, latest putting Fabrizio Romano around 8 minutes ago. Como president, Mewan Barroso. We have a long-term project, and Cesc Fabregas is a crucial part of it. He won't leave the club. Basically, the the president of Como is saying no, Fabregas is not leaving the club. We have a long-term project, and yeah, a while ago we went on the news saying the coach of Fabregas has reached an agreement with Inter Milan, and it was only left between Como and Inter Milan throughout that agreement, so as Fabregas could join Inter Milan next season. But seems like the president doesn't want to let Cesc Fabregas leave, and basically saying he won't leave the club. Some other news: Simone Inzaghi signing his 2-year deal as new Al Hilal manager right now in Paris with the president. 26 million euros net per season salary. Big money for Simone Inzaghi. A bit of an underwhelming season for him as an Inter Milan coach. Basically started well the season, but toward the back end of the season, it was underwhelming and disappointing. So basically, he had a chance to win a treble and then didn't win anything. You know. Okay, some other news. Let's see. Yeah, so when I checked here, I think personal teams have a grade between Cherokee and Man City, so it could be heading to Man City soon. This could be the one to watch. Looking the Premier League next season. So Esmal director Idli Talay back to Italy after mission in Croatia to offer Luka Modric 1-year deal plus option until 2027. AC Milan waiting on his final green light. So basically AC Milan are after Luka Modric, possibly for 1+1 deal. Yeah, Liverpool are prepared to seal Milos Kerker's deal with one more round of talks to get it over the line. Bournemouth and Liverpool are finalizing the agreement after personal terms in place last week. Here we go. Soon, yeah, Milos Kerkers will be joining up or is on his way to join Liverpool. And I think Liverpool have done a fantastic business this time as well. They won the champions, the Premier League champion, the Premier League trophy last season, and yeah, they've replaced Trent already with Frimpong. They're close to signing Milos Kerkers, and they're ever linked with Woods from Bayern Leverkusen. Yeah, as well as Gianni Reinders to Man City. Here we go. Verbal agreement in place for the Dutch midfielder to join Manchester City. Deal almost done since yesterday, as revealed, and now being finalized for a package worth around 70 million euros. Personal terms sealed days ago and formal steps to follow. Basically, I'm a big fan of Gianni Reinders, and I was hoping Chelsea would end up signing him. And I think there were some links or rumors in January when when Joao Felix went on loan to AC Milan, and there's some rumor that Chelsea probably a potential if Joao Felix stayed in AC Milan, and then we could go in and buy Gianni Reinders. And I was excited about it because I do rate the player. I'm a big fan of Gianni Reinders. I think I'm a big fan of the profile of the player he is, the kind of style of play he plays, and salary. Joao Felix didn't do good. In Milan, in Italy, and yeah, I think we missed out on that. Possibly if he did while Joao Felix is loan move, I think possibly we could have a chance to sign Tierney in that for AC Milan, but that did happen. And here we go. We'll be joining Man City as part of replacing Kevin De Bruyne. So even Cherki, the two players, I think we'll be joining City this summer. Yeah, we'll be left with Joao Felix, who's also linked to Benfica. So that's the end. That'll be the end for me. That's the end of this stream. And yeah. So I'll see you, I think, in the next few days. Even some other latest news regarding Chelsea. There's some big moves, big links or rumors of players like joining the club. I think I'll be on the stream. So yeah, see you then. See you then. Have a lovely day. Have a lovely evening. Goodbye.